Welcome back to Thriller Inc. Today's list is for true movie lovers to top 10 underrated thriller movies you probably missed. These films didn't get the hype they deserved, but trust me, every one of them is a hidden gem. Let's begin. At number 10, we have Caliber from 2018. This film takes a seemingly innocent setup, a hunting trip in the remote Scottish Highlands, and twists it into an unbearable nightmare. Two lifelong friends, Vaughn and Marcus, head out for a weekend away from their city lives. The atmosphere is initially peaceful, almost serene, but an undercurrent of tension is there from the start. A single, catastrophic accident turns their trip into a desperate scramble for survival. What follows is not a story of monsters or ghosts, but of human fragility under immense pressure. The film excels at showing how one terrible decision can spiral into a suffocating vortex of fear, guilt, and paranoia. The tension isn't just about getting caught, it's about the psychological breakdown of the characters. You feel every ounce of their dread as they try to cover their tracks, their friendship crumbling with each lie. Caliber is brutally realistic, deeply disturbing, and a masterclass in building suspense. It's a film that will leave you breathless, questioning what you might do in the same impossible situation. Coming in at number 9 is The Invitation, released in 2015. This is a perfect example of how to build slow burn tension to an almost agonizing degree. The story centers on Will, who attends a dinner party at his ex-wife's house, a home they once shared before a tragedy tore their family apart. He brings his new girlfriend, but from the moment they arrive, something feels off. His ex-wife and her new partner seem a little too happy, a little too welcoming. The other guests are old friends, but the conversations are stilted and awkward. The movie brilliantly puts you inside Will's head. Is he just projecting his grief and paranoia onto the situation? Or is there genuinely something sinister happening? The director Karan Kusama masterfully uses subtle kusa, strange look, alokadora nod commento, create an overwhelming sense of unease. You're constantly second-guessing every character's motives. The atmosphere grows progressively more uncomfortable until it's almost suffocating. And just when you think you have it figured out, the final act explodes in a way that is both shocking and deeply satisfying. The Invitation is a slow, methodical, psychological thriller that proves the most terrifying horrors can unfold in the most familiar of settings. At number 8, we have Blue Ruin from 2013. This film completely subverts the typical revenge thriller trope. Our protagonist, Dwight, is not a suave, skilled assassin like John Wick. He's a homeless man, living out of his rusty car, his life shattered by the murder of his parents years ago. When he learns that their killer is being released from prison, he embarks on a fumbling, amateurish quest for revenge. What makes Blue Ruin so compelling is its raw authenticity. Dwight is clumsy, terrified, and completely out of his depth. He makes mistakes, a lot of them. His quest for vengeance isn't glorious or stylish. It's messy, brutal, and tragically human. The violence in this film is not sensationalized. Every punch, every wound feels painfully real, and the consequences are devastating, not just for Dwight, but for everyone caught in the escalating cycle of retribution. The film is less about the act of revenge and more about the hollow, destructive nature of it. It's a bleak, gritty, and brilliantly crafted film that shows the pathetic and heartbreaking reality of violence. It is a powerful and unforgettable piece of filmmaking that will stick with you long after the credits roll. Slipping into our number 7 spot is The Night House from 2020. This is a film that defies easy categorization, blending psychological horror, supernatural mystery, and a profound story about grief. Rebecca Hall gives a phenomenal performance as Beth, a widow reeling from the sudden and unexpected suicide of her husband. Living alone in the beautiful lakeside house he built for them, she begins to experience unsettling, dreamlike events. She discovers a strange floor plan, cryptic notes, and photos of women who look eerily like her. The film creates a deeply atmospheric and unsettling mood. It's not about jump scares. It's about a creeping, pervasive dread that seeps into every frame as Beth digs deeper into her husband's secrets. The line between her grief-induced psychological state and a genuine supernatural presence becomes terrifyingly blurred. Was the man she loved a complete stranger with a dark, hidden life? The Night House is smart, sophisticated horror. It uses architectural space and sound design to create a sense of disorientation and fear. The story is complex and layered, leaving you with questions that linger and demand to be discussed. It's a haunting and original film that offers a truly unique and chilling cinematic experience. For our number 6 pick, we go back to 1998 with A Simple Plan, directed by the legendary Sam Raimi. This is a masterful moral thriller that explores how quickly greed can corrupt good people. Two brothers, Hank and Jacob, along with their friend Lou, stumble upon a crashed plane in the snowy woods of rural Minnesota. Inside is a duffel bag containing over $4 million in cash. Their initial plan seems simple enough. Hide the money and wait. If no one claims it by spring, they'll split it and live their dreams. But of course, it's never that simple. The presence of the money immediately introduces suspicion, paranoia, and distrust into their relationships. The film is a slow burn descent into a moral abyss. Hank, the seemingly responsible one, finds himself making one compromising decision after another to protect their secret. Each lie and each act of violence pushes them further away from the men they once were. The performances are absolutely brilliant, especially from Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton. It's a chilling character study about the corrosive power of temptation. A Simple Plan is a timeless and tragic story that proves the road to hell is often paved with what starts as a simple, tempting plan. At the halfway point, number 5 is Frailty, from 2001. This film, directed by and starring the late, great Bill Paxton, is a Southern Gothic horror that will get under your skin and stay there. The story is told in flashback, as a man walks into an FBI office and claims his brother is the infamous God S. serial killer. He then recounts their disturbing childhood in rural Texas. Their devoutly religious father, played by Paxton, wakes them one night to announce he's been visited by an angel. He has been given a divine mission to destroy demons who walk the earth, disguised as ordinary people. The film brilliantly plays with ambiguity. From the children's perspective, is their father a righteous prophet or a dangerously insane man? As a viewer, you are constantly questioning what is real. The story forces you to see these horrific events through the eyes of two young boys, one who believes in his father's mission, and one who is terrified by it. This creates an incredible emotional and psychological tension. Frailty is dark, creepy, and thought-provoking, but it's the ending that truly elevates it to legendary status. It delivers one of the most shocking and perfectly executed twists in modern cinema, recontextualizing everything you thought you knew. It's an absolute must. Breaking into the top 4, we have Identity from 2003. This is one of the smartest and most cleverly constructed thrillers of its era. The premise is classic. 10 strangers find themselves stranded at a desolate, isolated motel in the middle of a torrential downpour. They include a limo driver, a washed-up actress, a cop transporting a prisoner, a call girl, and a young family. Soon, they begin to die, one by one, in gruesome ways. It sounds like a standard whodunit, but Identity is anything but standard. The characters realize their connections run deeper than just being at the same motel. They all share the same birthday, for instance. As they try to uncover the killer's identity, the film expertly weaves in a parallel storyline involving a psychiatrist trying to save a death row inmate during a last-minute hearing. How these two narratives connect is the central mystery of the film. Identity is a relentless, rain-soaked, and incredibly creepy ride. It keeps you guessing from start to finish, throwing red herrings and clues at you in equal measure. The big reveal is mind-bending and completely changes the nature of the entire film. It's a puzzle box of a movie that is immensely satisfying to watch unfold. Unforgettable and Our number 3 spot goes to a foreign film that is the epitome of a haunting thriller. The original 1988 Dutch version of The Vanishing. Please, do not confuse this with the American remake. This film is in a league of its own. The story follows Rex, whose girlfriend, Saskia, vanishes without a trace from a busy gas station during their vacation. The film then splits its focus. We follow Rex over the next 3 years, his life consumed by an all-encompassing obsession to find out what happened to her. We also get to know the man responsible for her disappearance, Raymond. What makes The Vanishing so terrifying is its cold, clinical, and disturbingly realistic portrayal of evil. Raymond is not a monster. He is a seemingly normal, intelligent family man who committed a horrible act out of a chilling intellectual curiosity. He even begins to taunt Rex, promising to reveal Saskia's fate, but only if Rex agrees to experience the exact same thing she did. The film explores the terrifying power of not knowing and the lengths someone will go for an answer. The ending is not just shocking, it is one of the most profoundly disturbing and existentially terrifying conclusions in all of cinema. It will haunt you forever. Just missing the top spot at number 2 is Prisoners, from 2013, directed by Denis Villeneuve. This is a film that somehow flew under the radar for many, despite being one of the most powerful and masterfully crafted thrillers of the last decade. On Thanksgiving Day, 2 young girls disappear from their quiet suburban neighborhood. The police investigation, led by Detective Loki, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, quickly hones in on a suspect, but is forced to release him due to lack of evidence. Convinced this man knows where his daughter is, one of the fathers, Kella Dover, played by a Caribist Hugh Jackman, decides to take justice into his own hands. He kidnaps the suspect and holds him captive, determined to torture the truth out of him. The film is a dark, sprawling, and emotionally gut-wrenching exploration of morality. How far would you go to save your child? At what point does a desperate father become a monster himself? The atmosphere is relentlessly bleak and tense, enhanced by Roger Deakins' stunning, rain-drenched cinematography. The moral complexity, the labyrinthine plot, and the powerhouse performances make Prisoners a truly unforgettable and deeply affecting experience. It's a dark masterpiece that deserves to be seen, and our #1 underrated thriller movie is the Coen Brothers' 2007 masterpiece, No Country for Old Men. Now, you might be thinking, this won Best Picture? How is it underrated? But while it was critically acclaimed, it still feels like its brilliance is a pure, nail-biting thriller is often underappreciated by mainstream audiences. The story is deceptively simple. A welder named Llewellyn Moss, while out hunting, stumbles upon the bloody aftermath of a drug deal gone wrong. He finds a briefcase full of money and makes the fateful decision to take it. This single act sets in motion a relentless chase across West Texas as Moss is pursued by Anton Chigurh, one of the most terrifying and unforgettable villains ever put on screen. Chigurh is not just a killer. He is an implacable force of nature, an embodiment of fate and violence who operates by his own chilling code. The tension in this film is almost unbearable. The Coen brothers famously use almost no musical score, relying instead on ambient sound and silence to create a palpable sense of dread. Every scene crackles with suspense, from a tense motel room shootout to a simple gas station coin toss. The film keeps you on the absolute edge of your seat. It's a modern classic that is perfect in its execution, and its philosophical depth only adds to its power as a terrifying and unforgettable thriller. These were the top 10 underrated thriller movies you probably missed. Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more hidden thriller gems only on Thriller Ranked.